The origins of the Alexian brothers really is unique among all men's religious congregations. We're the only congregation that does not know who its founder was, because we didn't have a founder. We began sometime in the middle 12th century, around 1150, in the Low Countries of Belgium and Germany along the Rhine River. These early brothers were laymen, ordinary fellows who came together, lived in community, pooled their resources, and cared for the poor. The wonderful part about that we have inherited is that there is no cult of personality in the Alexian brothers. Every Franciscan appropriately wants to be like Francis. Jesuits want to be like Ignatius. Benedictines want to be like Benedict. We don't have that sort of call or figure to a particular person, but rather as a grassroots movement of very diverse men, very ordinary, normal men who came together to serve a higher purpose. And we have existed that way for over 800 years. One of the things that the brothers have inherited in our heritage is a propensity, if you will, to do things that no one else wants to do. When the plague hit Europe again in 1347, the wealthy, the priest, the civil authorities got out of Dodge. The brothers not only didn't get out of Dodge, we went into Dodge. We went to the dying, to the sick, and nursed them. And most of the brothers died doing that. But we have historically inherited that desire to go where the action is, to go where the need is. Our motto is Caritas Christi Urgent Nos. The love of Christ compels us. It doesn't say the love of Christ asks us or invites us nicely or says, if you're in a good mood, would you do this? Our appropriate response to the love Christ gave us on the cross is to love the poorest and the most powerless of his children. The Alexian brothers' crest, or seal, is a remarkable piece for all of us. We see a number of things. The pelican, who is the example of selfless love. She plucked her breast and fed her young from her own blood. The raven, who carried food to Elijah when he was hiding in the cave. And the cross shovels are a really unique and practical expression of what we do. Not only did we nurse and care for the sick, but we buried the dead. At one time, health care was exclusively bedside nursing, bedpans, cutting food, changing dressings. We realize today health care is not always about curing, but always about healing. Our ministry to people living with AIDS will never cure them of the HIV virus, but it will help to heal families, to restore relationships, and to bring people back to wholeness.
You know, that's a lesson that we all should live by.
Mm-hmm. Of our brothers today, very, very few are nurses. We have men who have been engineers, men who have worked in the laundry, in the kitchen, in accounting. The invitation to service, the vocation, the call from God, is always to serve, and to serve the poor, the disenfranchised, and the unwanted. We take Matthew 25 very literally, that when we fail to do it to the least of our brothers and sisters, we fail to do it to Jesus. And as religious brothers in the congregation of the Alexians, we're able to do that. We are not two-dimensional plaster saints by any stretch of the imagination. We are imperfect, wounded, scarred. I get angry, I lose my temper, I sometimes say words I shouldn't. But I will go to bed knowing that someone's life is better because of what I tried to do today. And that's a pretty good thing to be able to say.